Today we will compare who is powerful, Iran or Israel. Let's start. Side-by-side comparison of Iran and Israel's militaries shows that Tehran outclasses the Jewish nation in terms of manpower. Iran has a population 10 times larger than Israel, from which it draws the armed forces. According to Global Firepower 2024 Index, Iran's population stood at 87.5 million. So compare this to Israel, who has a population of 9.04 million. This means that Iran has a larger pool of people to pick from. In fact, a New York Times report has stated that the Iranian armed forces are among the largest in the West Asia region, with at least 580,000 active duty personnel and about 200,000 trained reserve personnel divided among the traditional army and the Islamic Revolutionary Guards Corps. This in comparison to Israel, which has 169,500 active military personnel in the army, navy and paramilitary. A further 465,000 constitute its reserve forces, while only 8,000 form part of its paramilitary. However, when it comes to defense spending, Israel outclasses Iran. The Global Firepower Index reveals that Israel's defense budget is $24 billion, whereas Iran is $9.95 billion. However, Iran's military establishment, especially the Islamic Revolutionary Guards Corporation (IRGC), does not depend mainly on the state budget for its funding. According to the Washington-based Foundation for Defense of Democracies (FDD), the military establishment controls 1/5 of the market value of companies listed on the Tehran Stock Exchange and owns thousands of other companies, all of which generate revenue for the armed forces, the FDD reported. Additionally, the IRGC controls a significant portion of Iran's underground economy. While Iran may outdo Israel in terms of sheet manpower strength, Tel Aviv holds the edge in terms of weaponry. For instance, Israel possesses more air power than Tehran. The Global Firepower Index reveals that Israel has a total of 612 aircraft, whereas Iran has 551. The one important aspect to point out is that Israel's air force comprises the most modern fighters aircraft like F-15S, F-16S and F-35S, but that is not in the case of Iran. In Israel's possession is also its famed multi-tiered aerial defense system, which includes the Iron Dome, David's Sling, Arrow as well as the Patriot. These together were able to fend off Iran's barrage of drones and missiles in April. However, Iran's missile arsenal is incomparable. The International Institute for Strategic Studies has reported that Iran is one of the largest arsenal of ballistic missiles and drones in West Asia, which includes cruise missiles, anti-ship missiles as well as ballistic missiles with range up to 2,000 kilometers. These have the capacity and range to hit any target, including Israel. In fact, Iran has made no secret of the build-up, displaying its trove of drones and missiles during military parades, and has an ambition to build a large export business in drones. Iran's drones are being used by Russia and Ukraine and have surfaced in the conflict in Sudan. When it comes to land power, Israel is in possession of 1,370 tanks, whereas Iran has 1,996. However, having more tanks than Israel does not by any stretch ensure military overmatch. Moreover, the Jewish nation has in its arsenal more advanced tanks such as the Merkava tanks, considered among the best designed and heavily armored in the world. Neither Iran nor Israel have much of a naval presence. However, Iran is known for its ability to launch small boat attacks. According to Global Firepower, Tehran's fleet is at 101 compared to 67 of Israel. Additionally, it operates as many as 19 submarines, compared with Israel's 5. In terms of nuclear power, Israel has the edge. According to previous Stockholm International Peace Research Institute report, Israel has approximately 80 nuclear weapons. Of these, approximately 30 are gravity bombs for delivery by aircraft. The remaining 50 weapons are for delivery by Jericho-2 medium-range ballistic missiles, which are believed to be based with their mobile launchers in caves at a military base east of Jerusalem. One of the biggest strengths that Iran has military militarily is its complex military apparatus. In fact, a New York Times report states that Iran's adversaries, primarily the United States and Israel, have avoided direct military strikes on Iran for decades, not wishing to tangle with it. Afshan Astovar, an associate professor of national security affairs at the Naval Postgraduate School and an expert on Iran's military, tells that American news outlet, there is a reason Iran has not been struck. It is not that Iran's adversaries fear Iran. It is that they realize any war against Iran is a very serious war. Iran arms, trains, and supports a network of proxy militias throughout West Asia known as the Axis of Resistance. These militias include Hezbollah in Lebanon, the Houthis in Yemen, Ba'ath Group in Syria and Iraq, and Hamas in Palestinian Islamic Jihad in Gaza. While they are not counted as part of Iran's armed forces, they are battle-ready, heavily armed and fiercely loyal to Iran, and would even come to Tehran's aid if attacked. Susan Meloni, Vice President and Director of Brookings Foreign Policy, speaking on these proxies, said, one of the most valuable tools in Iranian arsenal is the network of militias that its leadership has cultivated, coordinated, trained, and supplied with advanced weaponry. The network extends across the broader Middle East from Lebanon to Pakistan, and these proxies have proven integral to Tehran's security, longevity, and influence. They provide the Islamic Republic with a strategic depth and wide regional influence and access while insulting Iran's leadership from the full risk of their action. The path ahead is unclear, with no clear indication if these two titans will go up against one another in a full-fledged war. But until then, the world holds its breath as the clouds of war gather over West Asia. Please subscribe my YouTube channel so you can get daily update. Thank you so much for watching and your love. Thank you.